Have you all wondered what exactly is the job with the royal family, or actually why the royal family has such huge platform? Simply because, and why people want to be associated to the royal family, simply because this platform exists and was given to the royal family so they could serve the people, so they could get money and raise funds for charities for the people to serve. This is why all these millionaires, billionaires want to be associated with the royal family, because in spite of the fact that the royal family has incredible privileges due to the position that the people of the United Kingdom have placed them in, they use their jobs, their positions, to serve and help the people. This is, for example, what Prince William is doing with the £50 million prize. For example, now that he went to the Panto, where they went to, I think it was a toy store where they got a lot of toys for the essential workers, or when the Duchess of Cambridge got some companies to donate money to send for babies, packages for babies. That's what the royal family should do, and that is what the platform is, and this is what those millionaires and companies want to be associated with. Now, in exchange for all the privileges, not paying taxes, living in the castles, all your bills paid for, and on top of that, they get about a couple or 2 million a year for expenses their own. They cannot exploit that position, because if they start exploiting it, then they're no longer, the prestige is gone, because they're no longer serving the people. So and another thing is, like, what did Meghan Markle, people, especially the hardcore fans, they go, it was a fishbowl. No. Let's face it. We all are workers. When you apply for a job in a company, you know what the job entails. You know that there's a code of conduct in every job, in every walk of life. If you want to be a Catholic priest, you cannot have sex, you cannot get married. For example, if you're a diplomat, you cannot go and give your own opinions because you represent the government. And this is what Meghan Markle and Harry tried to do and are doing. Basically, and all they have to do, and this is the funny part, all they have to do is behave respectably, not exploit their privileges and position for their own personal gain. That is it. So what Meghan Markle and Harry wanted to do is, like, screw you, we're going to use your platform, the royal family's platform, and the positions that in the titles you've given us, to exploit them for our own personal gain. That was the big deal. It was never about that it was a strict thing. There was a code of conduct. Meghan knew that there is a protocol. You go out with the queen, you wear a hat. So what did Meghan Markle say? Screw you. Even in little things like that. If I apply for a job, for example, there are always codes of conduct. Always. This is everywhere. And I think anybody who works for anybody does that. I can guarantee you that Oprah has a code of conduct for her own people, that she won't put up with shit. You cannot have a criminal record. So you have to behave respectably, because the royal family represents the UK and the Commonwealth. This is something that people don't understand. Why do I have a beef with Meghan Markle speaking as the Duchess of Sussex? Because she doesn't speak as Meghan Markle. If she had given that speech as Meghan Markle, that would be one thing. But she gave it using a title that implies association with the royal family, hence exploiting the platform of the royal family. The definition of exploiting is, to exploit means to unfairly use means, position, resources, or people for personal gain, which is what they're doing. They're misusing, unfairly using a platform, a position for their own gain. That's exploitation, and that has criminal connotations. Children are exploited, women are exploited, positions are exploited. And why do the royal family, why is it a problem for members of the royal family to work? Because they're already getting so much privilege and so many breaks that traffic of influence can happen. Just like look at Prince Andrew making money on this side. Look at the Duchess of York. I want to make a sidebar on this, because I saw that I like Prince Eugenie and Princess Beatrice as well, but they did this video on Cancer Trust, which is a great cause. But why are they inserting Sarah? Sarah, and they call her by a title as well. She's an ex-wife, still living in the royal grounds, participating with 2 senior members of the royal family in the same conversation. I do believe that because Andrew is burnt out, they're trying to bring Sarah, but Sarah should not be anywhere near the royal family. I really do think that the royal family needs to purge, because Sarah Ferguson has trafficked influence. This is a woman who has absolutely other no morals. She has exploited that Duchess of York title like there's no tomorrow. So, and yet you have Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice there. Now, if Meghan Markle wants to make her own money, I would have respected her more if she had said, you know what, I accept your offer of not giving me titles because I actually do want to move out of here. Because she was given that offer. And the reason why she didn't take it, and she lied about working for the royal family, which again, that is fraud in my opinion. Not only my opinion, that is legally fraud. When you lie to get something that you want, which turns out to be false, when you deceive people to get something which brings you monetary rewards, that is fraud. So she lied while she was planning to do something else just to exploit titles. Again, people, please beware that when she speaks as the Duchess of Sussex, she's not speaking as a private individual. When you are a diplomat, or you are the, for example, if you're the general manager of a company, and if you say the general manager of, let's say, I don't know, Medco or whatever, you're speaking using a title, which means you're speaking on behalf of a company. You're not speaking on your own. But if you say so-and-so, John Smith wants to give his opinion, that's different. But when you say the general manager of, and it's the same for the titles. When Meghan exploits the title Duchess of Sussex, it's because she knows that on her own, nobody gives her the time of day. And again, the companies are still taking their calls because they want to err on the side of caution, because precisely they see that Her Majesty the Queen does nothing. There's no consequences to their actions, and they were giving a year. If the monarchy were to make a clean break, take Harry titles away, and again, I make this, please, I point this out, Meghan has no titles. She has no titles, so the Queen cannot take any titles because Meghan Markle has none. She uses her husband's titles because Harry is the one who was made Duke, not her. And by extension, she gets to use his title. I do believe that there is time for an amendment to the letters patent to stop non-British citizens to use royal titles and ex-wives as well, because this is basically exploitation. Now, one funny thing is I did try to change in my YouTube channel and put it, instead of my name, Paula M., put O Magazine. 17 minutes later, I tried to upload it, with the name change. It wouldn't let me. 17 minutes later, I got a letter saying that the O Magazine has been trademarked and therefore I cannot use it. I can guarantee you that Oprah protects her brand, and now Meghan Markle protects her brand because she considers her title and the royal family her brand. She's been 5 minutes in the royal family, and I can guarantee you that Meghan Markle would sue your ass if you try to use her brand. And yet, she's exploiting, abusing, misusing a royal title that does not belong to her. She's not a royal, just like Sarah Ferguson is not a royal. She married a royal, and I think it's high time to actually make a letters patent amendment. Don't get me started on Sarah Ferguson. I really do think that she should be in jail. She's committed so many crimes, traffic of influence, God knows how many. This is a woman who's been in such a mess needlessly because she had a life of luxury. People said, oh, poor Sarah, she had a hard time. Why? All she had to do, because when you're in a position like that, like any position where you represent a company, you have to behave respectably. That's everywhere. If you work for, if you have a high paying job or a PR job, rule number one, if you're going to mess up, do it very, very privately and nobody knows. You don't go and mess up in public. Just like Meghan Markle, who lies in public, continues to lie. And to close this off, Spotify has not given them $30 million dollars or pounds or whatever you want to call it, just like Netflix didn't give them. Spotify does not pay upfront to anybody. Again, that's the PR, and shame on the newspapers that are, repeating like parrots craziness, because that takes credibility away from them. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. But what do you think? Meghan Markle is not a royal, and unfortunately, just to close this off, when she speaks, she has every right to speak as the Duchess of Sussex, because to date, you can, and I will leave the link in this video. You click on that link, it will take you directly to the royal website, and she's there listed as a working member of the royal family. And why do people say, oh, they step back? Step back doesn't mean that you stop being a working member of the royal family. It only means you step back, but you're still very much part of the working of the clan, if you like to call it like that. So, and keep in mind that only working members of the royal family are featured on that website. You don't see Princess Eugenie, you don't see Princess Beatrice, you don't see Sarah Phillips nor Peter Phillips, because only working members of the royal family are there. And yet, Harry and Meghan Markle are very much there. What do you think? Let me know what you think. Have a good day.